What if I told you the 2026 World Cup hasn't even started, yet millions of dollars have already predicted exactly who is going to reach the final? Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into live prediction data to see where the money is really flowing. These aren't opinions from YouTubers or pundits. These are real prediction markets where people are risking actual money. It's a live snapshot of global expectations. And honestly, the results might completely surprise you.
So, who will actually reach the 2026 World Cup final? Usually, when you ask that question, you get a ton of passionate, biased opinions. You know how it is. But today, instead of guessing, we're looking at what actual bettors and prediction platforms are saying right this very second. Think of it as the wisdom of the crowd, but backed by financial incentives. It gives us a completely different, purely data-driven lens to view the upcoming tournament.
The top contenders. All right, looking at live data from major prediction platforms like Polymarket, we can see a really tight, fascinating race forming just behind the #1 spot. The market has literally separated a clear upper tier of nations. We've got England, Argentina, and Spain taking up the primary runner-up positions. Let's break down exactly what the markets are forecasting for these three absolute football giants. Starting things off, Spain currently sits with a really solid 41% chance of playing on the tournament's final day. Now, in the context of a massive global tournament where dozens of countries are competing, a 41% probability is huge. The live markets basically see Spain as having a near coin flip chance of making it to the ultimate match.
Moving up just a bit, the markets give Argentina a 46% probability of defending their legacy and reaching the final again. So they're edging out Spain by a clear 5 percentage points. And remember, this isn't a popularity contest, guys. This represents exactly where real money prices are settling right now for the reigning champions. And here is where we cross a massive psychological barrier. Breaking the 50% threshold, England sits at a very strong 55% probability on Polymarket. The financial markets actually believe it's more likely than not that England will be playing on the last day of the tournament. I know, that might shock anyone used to the usual English heartbreak, but the money says otherwise.
Before we get to the ultimate favorite, it's definitely worth noting the rest of the field. The market tracks two other unnamed long-shot contenders, but they're currently priced at less than 4%. That is a steep drop-off in confidence. It tells us that the money is highly concentrated at the very top.
Section 2. The ultimate favorite. France is #1. According to the aggregated markets, France is the heavy favorite with a massive 61% chance to reach the final. Just let that sink in for a second. In a tournament legendary for chaotic upsets, the real money price is overwhelmingly backing France to be there at the very end. The market isn't just suggesting they're a good team, bettors are putting some serious cash on a French finals appearance. Section 3. How aggregated markets work. Now, you might be wondering where exactly these percentages are coming from. Well, these odds are pulled directly from Predacle. Predacle is a platform that acts as a prediction market aggregator. Basically, it continuously combines live reach-the-final markets across multiple platforms to show exactly where the money flows. It consolidates all that fragmented data into one clear, continuously updated snapshot.
And here's how they do it. Predacle's methodology strictly prioritizes the best real money prices across platforms, like Polymarket. It only relies on play money platforms like Manifold for forecasting signals when a real money market just isn't available. This ensures the percentages represent actual financial skin in the game.
Section 4. Tracking real-time odds.
To keep these probabilities laser accurate, the Predacle aggregator tracks over 7,200 different markets across 6 platforms, specifically Polymarket, Kalshi, Myriad, Manifold, Limitless, and Bookmaker. And get this, it refreshes all of these numbers every 30 minutes. Every half hour, the entire dataset recalibrates based on the absolute latest market movements. Of course, before we wrap this up, we gotta look at the fine print. It is absolutely crucial to remember that these aggregated probabilities are just for informational and forecasting purposes. As Predacle explicitly notes, this is not financial advice. Prediction markets aren't magic, right? They are probabilities mapping out expectations, definitely not guaranteed outcomes. Which brings us right back to you. With France heavily favored at a 61% probability and England closely behind at 55%, do you think the financial markets are predicting the future accurately? Which team do you think reaches the final? Who's completely overrated and who's underrated here? Let us know what you think. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep questioning the data.